Hi everyone and welcome to the classes sponsored by Kindfolk. Today we're going to be talking and doing a sequence based on flexibility of hamstrings, forward folding and the sort. So why the sequence is important? Because through the sequence you warm up. So I'm going to be showing you where to bring the movement from, what not to do, what you need to be aware of. Okay, and before we start, we're going to set up an intention for this class, and it's going to be compassion today. This is my intention. You can choose another one or you can follow my tip. When we feel compassion, we understand ourselves better, the others better, the universe and the whole blue planet better. So we respect more the others, we respect more ourselves, we respect more our bodies. So that's what we'll be intending for the class today. Okay, so we are ready now to start, and we're going to start squatting. Keep your knees together and bring the weight forward. If you can't be here, blocks, you're going to be putting a block underneath your heels. So I'm going to show you. With a block, press the heels down, bring the weight down and forward. Okay. So, with or without the block, you're going to be bringing the weight forward and back. And then stay sending the weight down and forward. Breathe deeply, and you can be here as long as you want. I will move on with the class, so we stayed here for around 10 breaths, yeah? But you're gonna be here longer, or with the block longer. I'm stretching the back, put shoulder down, and sending the energy through the tailbone too, towards the floor. Okay. From here, we are going to lay down. And you're going to stretch the legs up, keeping your back straight on the floor, folding the feet towards you. You can mark and be here for about 2 minutes. If you can't keep the legs here, you're going to be using a strap. Hold both legs together. And then you're going to lower one leg down and keep the other one. Again, same thing. If you can't, use the strap. And change. keep flexing and keep this leg active too. Flex that foot. And change. Keeping this leg active too, flexing that foot. And bring the other leg up again. Now, you're going to be flexing the legs and you're gonna do like a counter posture for this. Keeping feet firmly on the floor, you want to stretch. Stretch, sending the hips up. This is going to stretch our soles. And we need this warm, the soles warm for forward folding. Don't let the knees open. Come back and do one more time. And come back. And now, again, squat. You must feel different already than the first time you did today. And from here, you're going to step back into down dog. Now, I want you to pay attention on one thing. Bandhas firmly engaged. You're gonna be sending the energy from hands and torso through heels. If you can't touch the heels on the floor, one of the options for you is to use blocks. So, put the blocks on the hands, and again, same thing. Push the torso through and down. Bandhas engaged, Uddiyana Bandha, abs, Mula Bandha, perineum. Create space. And you're going to walk towards your hands. From here, if your palms cannot touch the floor, use blocks, but you're going to stretch forward. And when I mean stretch forward, I want you to try to keep your hips on top of your ankles. And put your shoulders rolled out and down to the back. If you can't touch the floor, you're gonna hold on, or you're not using the blocks, you can hold your legs, but keeping the spine straight. And don't overextend. or hyperextend, keeping a micro bend on your knees. Now, from here, you're going to fold the legs. Grab the forearms and rest the torso here a little bit. And slowly, you're going to be sending the buttocks up. And you're going to stop before the legs are completely stretched. You're going to feel the stretch coming on this upper part of the legs. Keep breathing. Keep everything engaged all the time. The bandhas, the abs, perineum. And inhale and stretch again. Note that the more engagement, more space here. And then the movement is actually coming from the hips and not from the back. You don't want to do that ever. You always want to do this. See, it's a sequence of movement, micro movement. Movement is coming from the hips and then the back. If you can, grab the toes or use the blocks or your own legs. Inhale forward. All bandhas engaged. Exhale towards your legs. Keeping everything active and strong. Space around the abs. That's where you fold from. Inhale forward. If you can, palms underneath. Feet, inhale forward. From here, you're going to squat one more time. Keep checking how it feels each time. Strong back, shoulders out. Pull the weight down to the buttocks and forward at the same time. I know. Speak is one thing, to do another thing. Now, step back into down dog and stretch. Use the blocks if you need to. From here, you're going to inhale and step into pyramid pose. What I want you to pay attention here is, again, the movement is gonna come from the hips. Don't overextend, micro bend, align the heels. If you can't do the Anjali Mudra, you grab the forearms, but roll the shoulders out. That is the prayer posture or Anjali Mudra. Open the chest. Inhale. Exhale into the fold. Note the movement comes from the hips. My back is stretching over the leg. What you don't want to do here is this. Doesn't matter where you stop, the movement is coming from your hips. Strong legs, strong buttocks, and strong bandas. Create space around the abs for the folding. Hips are the main trigger on this posture. Let's do the other side. Keep stretching from the hips. And from here, we're going to do Pasarita Padottanasana. And please note here, again, the movement comes from the hips. You don't want to throw it down to bend. You're going to fold forward from the hips. So keeping everything engaged, keep the legs engaged. Hands on your waist, shoulders strong, inhale. Hands in between feet, aiming head in between hands. My torso is firmly engaged here. I'm sending the energy from the feet to the hips. And keep sending as well the strength down the legs. Keep stretching the legs. Everything from the hips. Inhale up. There are 4 variations of arms and folding in Pasarita Padottanasana. We're going to do only 2. We just did A and we're going to do D now. Inhale. Grab the big toes if you can't, the legs if you can't, blocks. Inhale forward. And folding. Everything is active, the whole body. Inhale. And up. And here you're going to close the feet. Keeping feet open when you get to this point. And we are going to enter Malasana. Another squat, now with hips open. Fantastic posture with many benefits for the spine, hips and hamstrings too. Keep sending weight down, keep opening hips through the arms, stretching the spine. Feel the work on your legs. From here, inhale, hands on the floor. Prepare to do Skandasana. So now you're going to move the hands a bit to the side. Point the foot or flex. And start with your feet here. Flex it. And open the shoulders, stretching the back, engage the bandhas. If you can, heels on the floor. Keep pushing, keep making this leg to work. Hands down, let's do the other side. Again, start here. And then heels on the floor and stretch the back, keep everything engaged, keep strongly stretching this leg. Come back to Malasana. Now from here, all fours, and you're going to inhale, all fours. From here, you're going to inhale, send one leg forward. Pay attention here. You can leave the foot like this and stretch. Again, the movement comes from the hip, or you can do it a little bit further. Flex the foot, bringing this hip a little bit back. Don't curve the spine, you don't want to do this. You want, again, bring the movement from the hips. Stretch. And change sides, going back to down dog in between. Stretch, compare one side to another. Bringing from the hips, bandhas engaged, fold from the hips. Back to down dog. Stretch, inhale, and you're going to be sitting here in Dandasana. Don't do this with your arms, keep elbows in. Stretch the arms. Keep stretching the legs. Sit bones firmly on the floor. Chin parallel to the floor, bandhas engaged. Don't curve the spine. Spine strong and straight. Okay, now I'm going to show you where to bring the movement from on seated forward fold. You're going to sit on a block. So your sitting bones are on the block. Flex the feet. Strength up. So sit on the block and inhale up, and then note where the movement comes from. It's from here. It's from folding the hips forward. So it's not, no. This is awful. Look at the C shape it created by just curving the spine to reach forward. I mean, it's all wrong. So again, inhale and bring the movement from the hips. Firmly engage the bandhas. This is the movement that is going to give you space forward. So if the bandhas are not in place, if your arms are not firmly going towards the spine, the movement is completely compromised. So comes from roll the shoulders out. Now, without the block. Every time you exhale, you bring the hips forward. So let's do forward folding with different hip openings so you can feel how to position the back properly. Janusrisasana A. Press this foot strongly on the internal part of your leg, and same thing. Inhale, stretch the back and bring the movement from the hip. Keep pressing the foot. Look at the back. Bandhas firmly engaged, creating space on the arms. Let's do the other side. One leg in lotus. Grab the foot. Inhale. Now, this is going to be interesting one. You're going to fold this leg, keeping the heel up, and same thing. Inhale, create space. Exhale, bring the movement from the hips. Change sides. Now, an interesting thing to do is you can use the strap if you need, is fold and try to do that using your core, using the strength of the leg and the flexibility. Inhale up, Kronshasana. And change. And if you can't, you can use the strap. From Dandasana, bring yourself to down dog. And from here, give a big step in. And we're gonna go into Hanumanasana, but slowly and from the floor. Start gaining space with the back leg. Hips square. Fold forward. Releasing yourself. One thing that I wanted to mention when doing this asana is I did my first Hanumanasana when I was 36 years old through yoga. So I started yoga at 35. So if I can, you can do it also. I hope you enjoy the class and do the other side if you can, always. I see you next time. Namaste.